breathe your air. You only can rescue me. This is my breath. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, let me know if you guys can hear me. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Or should I say welcome to another live presentation. First of all, we are not talking about my jazzy life today. I neglected to update the title for this live. Today we will be going over the documents for Keyontay and Tannea'S divorce. I told you guys I would be doing that. Uh, Hold on, I'm updating the idea. I'm updating the paperwork today. So I have put that out there. That's what we will be discussing today. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to come in here. Those of you who are in here, hey there. Those of you who um, are in the bushes, hey bush watchers. Let me give you guys a few minutes as we continue to get ready for the live.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, you live away down, not breathe your air. You only can rescue me. This is my breath. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go.
Hey guys, welcome to my live today. Welcome to another video. Today we will be discussing documentation from the divorce for Keontae and Tanea. I know you guys see that a lot has been going on with that case. We did discuss Jasmine's situation yesterday. So if you guys did not have the opportunity to check that out, please go ahead and do so. Let's go ahead and honor our Mish MObb member for today, and that will be Miss Michi. Thank you, love, for being an avid supporter of the Sit Your Fuck Away Room, and thank you so much for being a member of the Mish MObb. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate your participation in the channel. Those of you who um, would like to support us, you can do so by hitting that like button. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and give you guys a few minutes to do that. Not minutes, but seconds as we play our channel break. I think I know. I touch that fire for you. I do that three, but. And as I said, guys, today we are discussing Keontae and Tanea. I know y'all see uh, Miss Thing on the channel. I am removing her because we're not talking about her today. She was yesterday's news. We have moved on. So today we are going to just go over the documents of Keontae and Tanea, the divorce. We're actually going to look at the answer for the divorce because we pretty much know everything that was filed. She was honest about that part. What she was not honest about is how she represented in the divorce. She was also not honest about her responses in the answer. She made it like she was ready to get divorced. She begged the guy to divorce her, but then when it came to the documentation, she represented very differently. Um, I mean, she has a right to represent how she feels. Let's keep it real. But uh, all I can say is a hot ass, ratchet ass, ghetto ass, dirty foot ass mess. That's all I can say. Because it was just that. Let's see who we got here. Hey, Dr. A. Hey, Dee Dee. Welcome to the live. I hope it's up there, right? Let me look and see what it says because initially it said that we would be talking about Jasmine and her documents, but that is not actually what we are talking about. We're going to be talking about Tanea and Keontae. We're going to be going over the documents from the filing and answer of the divorce. As we all know, when Keontae went live and talked about it, the judge told him that they had to hold it over and transfer the paperwork to Walton County. That the divorce had to be handled in the county in which the defendant was. The person who actually filed, it doesn't matter where they are. It matters where the individual they're filing against lives, and that is that county. Now we're gonna kind of go through these quick, and then from there, I will probably put them in the membership for those who would like to see them. I can definitely upload videos in there. I'm not sure about documentation, but we're gonna see how it works. We're gonna see how it go, y'all. So let me go ahead and pull that up while I give you guys the opportunity to not only come in but hit that like button. Those of you who are in here, I know it's 5 p.m. So a lot of y'all are on the road and probably not even able to respond much or even be in here much because you're focusing on trying to get home from work. Not a problem, Dr. A. I really didn't put a lot of notice up for this. I told you guys I was gonna do it, so I'm definitely doing that. But most of the time we try to give some notice so that people can get the notifications to us going live. And uh, I didn't do that. I'm trying to get the document to open. Hold on. I have 3 separate documents, when it comes to this filing, so I'm trying to get the right. Let me know if you guys have heard what I have said. Hold on. Have you guys heard what I've went over the first two documents? Have you guys heard the information? Cause my window closed out. Dr. A, you know you be be working over there. Damn, you haven't heard anything? Okay. Hey, Miss Cheeks. Okay. I'm gonna start over. Basically, pages 1 and 2 I had already went over. It mentions that the divorces between Keontae and Tannea'S has the case number, has her name. It has the fact that she is married to him. She does have 2 kids with him, and that she served herself. That's how she found out about the divorce, and she did so because of her moving away from the area, that they got married March 11th, 2022, that they separated February 28th, 2025 due to the petitioner getting another woman pregnant. She says that's why they broke up. So all this time that they've been separated and he's been dating the likes of other people, she considers them to have still been together. Interesting. Not only that, she forgot the fact that she and him was broke up. She moved in with another man, slept with that other man, got pregnant by that other man, lost that other man's baby, then slept with that other man again, as well as her husband, got pregnant with Keelan, wasn't sure who the baby daddy was, and had to do a blood test. She forgot all of that. She didn't mention none of that on this paperwork. And number 7, she mentioned the name of the kids. And now we're at page 3, where she says that the children reside with her, the respondent, in Loganville, Georgia. This is public record. That's the only reason I mentioned the name of the city that she stays in. I definitely would not be mentioning any addresses, although I will say that she did not put any addresses on here. She says that she has 2 domestic violence cases with Keontae at Fulton County, and the children were involved. So that was one of the things that she did put on here in number 12, asking if the allegations of paragraph 12 are true. She said that they are denied. And then that was her response. On number 13, she said it's true and it's untrue. Don't know how they're both, but whatever. Petitioner has a woman that's now pregnant and a threat toward my children. Petitioner lives in her home. So I think they were asking about him seeing the kids. Has he been seeing the kids? He said no. And she said that little old Bubbles is a threat to her children. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hey, Mira. Hey, D. We're going over the documents from Keontae and Tannea'S divorce. I'm just reading her responses. As far as the petition, this is her answer. Remember, she went down there, went through all this effort to get all dressed up and go down there and respond. Yeah, you're right. Textbook bitter. Bitter, angry, because what the heck is Bubbles doing to her kids? How is she a threat? And now, maybe her and Keontae did have some domestic situations. I've never heard her say that Keontae put his hands on her, but they definitely had arguments. Remember, she lied and faked like he was abusing her and got a TRO put in place. Remember that? And she took his house? Yeah. So when she took his house, he turned the electricity and stuff off because I guess he say I can't get my house back, but bitch, I ain't finna pay for you to be in that motherfucker. Oh. So we on number 14. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Mira, she jealous of all his kids. She banked on the fact that he did not have a relationship and couldn't see his other children because of the ignorance she portrayed. So she was able to manipulate him with her children. But since she's been out of the house and he's with a woman that is not angry and vindictive like her, he is now, reaching out to his other children in a different way. So the mothers are allowing him to get his kids. And it should have always been like that. But on number 14, she said petitioner is on child support and hasn't made a payment. Petitioner is also an abusive husband and father. Petitioner also smokes heavy marijuana around children in home. Now, Keontae, if you're doing that, shame on you. You need to stop. I get that people are looking at marijuana differently because of the fact that it is no longer being treated the way that it was, but y'all got to understand that it's still a drug, and children still don't need to have that around them. Now, the fact of the matter is, I'm willing to bet money that Tanea has allowed him to have that in his body and in the presence of them children while they was together. Because why else would he be so comfortable at doing that? He's been in those girls' life since they was 3 months old. And you mean to tell me after all this time he ain't never did that before? I don't believe that. Right, Miss Cheeks? Exactly. She's so ignorant, Dr. A, that she is really not giving him credit for the effort that he has made. The thing is, she has three other children with a man who is not making any effort to be in them kids' life. So why would she not allow Keontae to be in his son's lives if he's trying? And then what she don't realize is by telling those girls not to refer to him as dad after they've been dad ever since they've been in this world, she's hurting them way more than she's hurting him. Number 15 says petitioner has YouTube income and is on child support but doesn't make payments or help fund the children. And Keontae, if that's wrong, you wrong for that. We said that the other day. If you do nothing else, you need to pay your child support. If you don't have any income, you can go to child support and petition the court to make your child support less and put you on a payment plan for your back. But you need to be giving them kids some money. I don't care if it's $100 a month. If that's all you got, you need to be giving it up. Number 17 says children receive medication from the state for now. Now, there are other questions like 16, 18, 19. If there's nothing there, I'm going to skip it because number one, it's irrelevant. We don't know the question that was asked. So I can't really give you the answer with uh, exact certainty. Not to mention, there's nothing there. So it ain't really nothing to talk about. The main reason we're on page 5 now that I even wanted to go over this is because she mentioned domestic violence so many times. She made him sound like a monster. And I thought it was interesting because he is the goofiest little thing you'd ever want to see. Like we see that when we see him. All he want to do is, smoke and, chill out, be happy. Like he's very unserious. We see that from his actions. So it's like, girl. And then the thing is, if he is such an awful person, why you even want him? You should be happy he gone. She wants, if he does get visitation, she wants it to be supervised. Yeah, she wants it to be supervised. Keontae, you need to pay. If you can't pay at all, pay as much as you can. Right, Miss Cheeks. Now, shame on him for that. Bubbles, you got to be on top of that too. As the woman of the house, it's your job to ensure that the kids are cared for, and that does include kids that's not yours. He just wants joint custody, Dr. A, because he does not want her to continue to have the power to use the kids as a pawn. That's really the only reason he asked for custody. Because every time she get pissed, he can't see him. Every time she playing games, he can't see him, and he just tired of that. Number 22 says, petitioner has multiple domestic violence cases against me and children. I'm still in fear of my life and my children's life. Now, Tanea, we know you're not in fear of your life, and that's a shame on you to say that. I understand saying that you are in fear that he will um re-injure, but in fear of your life, like that's stretching it a little bit, little mama. And every lie you tell, you pay the price for that lie. Whether it's in circumstance or by losing a blessing, you do pay for that lie. So, you mess around and sit up here and say all this negative stuff about Keontae, and then you're gonna fool around and end up with a dude that's gonna give you everything you done said and more. Don't do that. It ain't that serious. And quite frankly, the fact that you are allowing yourself to be shown as a bitter, um, angry, hateful female who can't get somebody she want makes you look pathetic. It doesn't make you look good, boo. And you're a pretty girl. You just don't have nothing to offer nobody. Don't nobody want a deadbeat woman. Wow, did you see his video he posted today? Can you see this stuff she wrote? Because he over there acting clueless, like Bubbles being a threat. No, but we'll look at that real quick. As a matter of fact, let's jump on over there and let's watch some of it. I did see that he put a video up today. You did say he. Let me make sure. Did you see his video? Yeah. I saw that he put a video up today. Although I really didn't I didn't look at it, but I saw that he put one up. So we can just go ahead and incorporate that into this video. We'll go ahead and watch a little bit of it, and then we'll finish the rest of the real quick. Hold on. Okay. Here we go.
Like, I don't even give a fuck, like, trying to make them listen to me now. I just gonna put this shit in their face and I'm gonna let them look at this shit for themselves and let them believe what they wanna believe, you know what I'm saying? But I'ma tell the truth. Look, I tell the motherfucking truth. I tell that's the only thing I know. What is
Hold on, y'all. Let me see what's going on with the audio.
do, Odie gang? Welcome back to the channel, you guys. And today we got a special one for you guys, man. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel if
I
you're
don't know
not
what's going
subscribed
on.
already.
Hold on. My audio been acting funny all day. I didn't have a problem with it earlier, but now let's see.
I just want
I still don't hear. Hold on. Let me know that y'all can still hear me at least.
to give a big shout out to the OD gang first and foremost before we.
Okay, let me know that y'all can hear him and let me know that y'all can hear me, please. Hey, Tangela. No, I actually use a different software called EasyMux, but um as you go to each um tab, you can send the audio in and audio out where you want to send it. And I had the audio in my headphone, but then on the other one, the audio was going to the outside speaker. So I just had to adjust it because it's not by software, it's by tab. So I just needed to make that quick adjustment.
Jump into this video.
I
Without
hope
the
y'all
OD
hear
gang
that.
been subscribing to my channel and all the OG OD gangs that been
Okay,
subscribed
great.
from the very first couple videos that I started 300 plus videos ago. I just want to give a big shout out to y'all, man. Just let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all, especially with y'all being with me through this, you know, tough situation, rough situation, really. Even though I know it can be easier than what it really is, though, but at the same time, I've been reading the comments, man. A lot of people saying it's a whole bunch of feelings and emotions tied to what's going on with this, and I just want to like be the one to say that like I truly do want the best for this situation, because at the end of the day, I feel like not even just me keep coming on these videos, just keep you guys updated. I feel like that keep my sanity like sane, if I make any sense. More so of like my therapy for us, like my mental health, but for us like the well-being of the situation pertaining to like me, my kids, and me being really active how
Honey,
I
let's
should
speed
be
him
and
up,
how I want to
Chad.
be. It's kind of really like not the same. So I feel
But Keontae, if you want to be active, you got to show that you want to be active. If you're trying to be a father, a lot of y'all want to fuss about not having access to y'all kids, but y'all not doing what y'all need to do as parents. And that's where you are making a mistake at. It is your responsibility to ensure you are able to say that you are a father. And a part of that is making sure you're paying the lady. Let's just be honest. It may be all about money for her, but whatever it is, you got to pay the lady.
like at this point, you all, I need help. I really do need help, y'all. I mean, it takes a team to really get something done. So I really feel like I really need like some legal guidance, like some legal counseling, like some legal help. Like I know you guys saying I need to get me a lawyer and do this and fight her in court and stuff like that. But the
You really don't have to get a lawyer, Keontae. If that's not something you can afford, don't let people talk you into spending money that you do not have. If anything, your money, any additional dollars that you got need to be going toward making sure your kids are good. Yes, you may have an issue with Tanea, but she is still the custodial parent to your children. You need to be paying at least a portion of the child support a month, and then you need to be making sure your kids got Pampers and stuff like that. You can have that shipped to her. You do not have to have her address. Just put Loganville, Georgia. Order it on Amazon and send it for her to pick it up. You can do that and just put that Tanea T, her real name, is going to be the person picking it up. If you need advice, you can come over to my channel. myself and the Mish MObb would be happy to give you any expertise that we have. Me and you have talked before dealing with another situation, so I don't have a problem talking. I'm still gonna be honest about if you doing some fuck shit. I'm gonna call it out, but I do believe that I feel like you care about the kids, but I feel like you young still. And not paying child support because according to her, you haven't paid. If you have paid, you ain't even got to tell us, but you need to be keeping impeccable records. If you can't do it, let Bubbles do it because that's the number one thing.
Truth is, you guys, I'm really not like fully. I can Google stuff, you know what I'm saying? I can figure it out. But as far as like knowing the like primary like laws and things of the nature that like going on pertaining to my case, I feel like I want to know the exact format of what's going on, like the legal way, like you know what I'm saying? Because you can fight.
So what you're saying is, so now they're gonna send. It's a contested divorce. Y'all gonna be going back and forth. What you could probably do is the same thing that the Jacksons did. You can ask for mediation. You probably gonna have to pay for it, and then you can go from there. This can be still resolved um without it having to be too reckless, but you are going to have to start paying your child support, and quite frankly it's just a matter of waiting. She's going to say what she want, you got to say what you want, y'all got to agree in the middle, and then go from there. That's really all it's going to be about. Don't nobody give a damn who cheated, don't nobody give a damn who whatever. Now if you don't put your hands on that girl, you may end up with supervised visitation. If you have not, you need to get copies of the police reports that she mentioned and find a way. If you have people that can vouch for you that you did not actually put your hands on her, then you're going to have to prove that because that's going to affect this case. That can affect this case. Everything else is a matter of y'all agreeing.
People with words and all this other stuff, but ain't nothing like fighting them the legal way, like the right way, the proper way. And for as y'all know, she made me like lose my job, right? So therefore,
She
like
did
my
make him
funds.
she did make him lose his job. She did. That's why he hustles the hell out of this channel so that he can have money. And quite frankly, for a person with 25,000, I think he pulling about 1200 to 2,000 a month. So he ain't doing bad. But yes, she called his job and said that he was on the clock going live on his channel and they fired him. She did do that, but yet she want his money. Um, Also, you said what is she contesting? She just want to be as much of a tyrant to him as she can. She don't want it to be over. She don't want him to have peace. She wants to control every facet of his life because up to this point she was able to do so. So she gonna keep trying, and I mean it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
It's not how my funds ain't coming in how they was coming in previously. Now y'all know I ain't never been like no lazy type of person. Like I get up off my ass and go get me a job. Like I don't have multiple jobs, and I never had a problem with getting a job. But for some reason now, man, I don't know what's going on with the work field now, man. A lot of people, it's like saying they hire.
If I was them, Dr. A, I would just go ahead and do mediation. I would not sit around and try to play with Tanea because she is going to drag this shit out as long as she can. I'm just being real. I wouldn't sit around and wait. I'd be like, let's go on and do the mediation and get the shit over with.
You go through the interview process, then they don't hire you. Like I got a whole bunch of emails from like me putting in applications, me going to interviews, and me getting turned down from interviews. Like they telling me they wish me the best luck on my job search and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, I can't really like just go pay for a lawyer or pay for a legal attorney right now without like me getting set back in my everyday life, like for such as like me eating, me putting gas in my car, just the day-to-day like necessities or the essential stuff that I need. So I chose to just come to you guys and let it be known and be real with you guys. Now, far and foremost, now y'all know I had me a good, decent job. Like that's how I was able to go get my apartment so fast that she took away from me. But it's like
my work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to.
And At the same time, though, without pointing the fingers at nobody, I'm gonna get it out of the way first. It's kind of really my fault because I kind of should haven't been vlogging at work to even give her the ammo to use against me, y'all.
At least
But
he
y'all
owning
know I
it.
was trying to bring y'all content. I was trying to stay consistent and keep bringing.
I mean, he is right. He shouldn't have been doing that at work, but at the same time, at least he is taking responsibility for the fact that he know he gave her the ammunition to use. He did do that. Um, but she's stupid too. This is the man you want to pay you child support, and then you go take the ability that he has to pay you. Like, where did that make sense?
Y'all genuine content. Y'all see, y'all got me at 25K. Like, you know what I'm saying? That been hard work, dedication. I done lost so many jobs. I don't know, so many jobs, like trying to like keep like my platform above water and keep it relevant, you know? And so by me doing that, you all, that caused me to lose like a couple jobs because y'all know I am a truck driver. No, I don't got my CDLs, but I got like my Class B license. So it's pretty much saying that, like,
So what you can do, Keontae, is, and this is in all seriousness, you can go on Turo and you can rent a cargo van and you can get you a daily route with Amazon. There are countless people who incorporate their Amazon Flex delivery with YouTube. You like YouTube, you are a truck driver. You can create your own schedule. You can get loads whenever they have them in your area. And that can be a double way of you making money. Now you got to grind your ass out to get money. And I don't know how much you can make every day, but I know that that's better than doing nothing. And quite frankly, the fact that you were terminated from that job and you're probably using that job as a reference, that could be something that's deterring you. So that's for real.
I can be the next truck up before the 18 wheeler with a trailer, like, you know, the Class B truck with the extra wheels on it, you know, that hold like a certain weight. But for the foremost, I was vlogging on them jobs, so she was able to call my job and get me fired for a safety violation, such as me like being on my phone and driving at the same time, and as well as being a distracted motorist, you know. And you know, driving with them trucks, you know, they don't really play the radio. And I never got rolled up. I never been late at work or anything, but they said I violated a safety rule, a safety regulation. So I was terminated from the first job. Second job, I did the same thing because I just want to. I really choose YouTube over everything. If I can do YouTube, I won't have to do no job. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's why I be so consistent coming back to back with these videos.
Yeah, but Keontae, you are a father and you have to, I get what you saying, you want to do YouTube and all the things, but until YouTube can pay your bills, you still have to be a father. And that's just an example of immaturity. And it's nothing wrong with that. Hell, everybody immature in some aspects of the word. So I mean, that is what it is. Um so live and learn, just don't do the shit no more.
So I choose YouTube over everything. And when I got to this other job, What Chefs Want, it's a food produce company. We delivering produce to restaurants, such as like Taco Mag, Waffle House, Longhorn, Red Lobster, all them places like that. So in the midst of me having a good job, man, them jobs were paying real good, man. It was great. Like, I promise you, like, them jobs was doing good. I was getting my son, and this was before the drama came up, like, and before we even announced the pregnancy from Alana. I was getting my kid, as y'all seen, I had my kids on spring break. Everything was success.
Thank you,
Everything was like cool.
Ronnie. You
Everything
too,
was like
love.
productive. Everything was like peacefully, you know. And that was the last time I really seen my kids, y'all, spring break. So if you haven't seen that video, y'all can go to my channel. You can scroll through my videos and find it. But more of the story is, I want to see if you guys could help me. You know, I mean, like, and I'm not asking for too much, man. Any donation is a good donation. My Cash App is coming up right here, y'all. I want y'all to support me and help me get me an attorney so I can go to court and really get the divorce done and handle it the proper way, because I don't know what's going on, you guys. I don't know what's going on. I was getting a thumbnail. But I really need help at this point, though, man. And if anybody support me on this journey of this divorce and just detaching myself, I will give you guys all the acknowledgement and my world and my power that I can give you guys. But that's if it's on notification, post shout out on my page.
Um, I'm extending an olive branch to you. If you want advice for your divorce, We can set up a time that you can come on my channel. I have a few people that may have some experience that can help you. Just give you some advice, give you an idea of how it's going to work. They can ask you questions, allow you to explain, because Tanae basically saying you ain't doing nothing to help. Now, it is kind of messed up that she waits until she mad to say that. If you are giving her money outside of child support while you are ordered to pay child support, they are not going to count that as child support. They're going to count that as a gift. So you need to be very careful at how you handling stuff if you are giving her money. If you are not giving her money, you need to give her some money. You need to help with the kids. You can give her some and you can buy some. Whatever you feel is safe. If you don't feel like your kids are being cared for, you have a right to request an audit through the child support court, and she'll have to show and prove what she's doing with the money that you're getting. But the bottom line is, if you're not paying, you need to pay.
Page on my Instagram. Well, not my Instagram, because my Instagram taken, but I'm finna go to start a new Instagram soon. But on my YouTube, on my lives, on my shorts, I would most definitely like acknowledge anybody that helped me. So my cash app probably been popping up throughout this whole video, and just know it's for a good cause, y'all. I'm not trying to go buy no extravagant car. I'm not trying to go get no mansion like how these other YouTubers do. Like, I want y'all to support the cause. A lot of people saying that y'all think I should get an attorney. I don't got no money for no attorney, y'all. I'm just going ahead and come to y'all and be real. I don't have
And
no.
that's all right. You don't need to do everything that everybody tells you. If you don't have attorney money, that's fine. Pro se, as long as you are pro se, um, just do research on how to do a do it yourself divorce and read up on it. But again, I offer again to you, we can make a time for you to come on here, and we can have some of the ladies talk to you, help you. They're gonna ask you questions too, but more importantly, they will help you. They will give you the resources to tell you what to do. And if you want that, just let me know. You know how to hit me through IG. I'm still over there. And you know how to come in my comments.
Money for no attorney, y'all. I'm sorry, I just don't. This girl making it so hard for me the past couple months. It's been hard trying to find another job, man. You know, I don't understand why would you try to like seek financial aid but get the financial income to stop? What, like, I had no cameras on my truck, y'all. It should have been no reason why I should have been fired. Although I did break the rule. I understand, I get that, but who was it there to tell on me? There was no camera on my truck.
It don't matter. You did wrong. You gave her the Amazon. You gave her the ammunition and she used it. She is that type of chick. And that's that. You shouldn't not have been live while you were sitting in that truck. Now, if you was outside the truck, if you was on your break, whatever, you should have also made that known. But when you know that you're dealing with a vindictive, spiteful female like her, you got to move accordingly. It is over. Don't even worry about that because there's nothing you can do to change it. The problem is going to be coming behind that, being able to get a job, because now they could have put you in the system. I don't know how that worked, but what if they have you as violating a safety rule? Nobody's going to want to hire you for a while, and that's just going to be that. That's why I mentioned what I mentioned earlier.
I did no type of violation other than like vlogging, and now we here, and now she there, you know. So I just want to like fix this situation, man, and get this situation handled, because I done tried. I did it myself, y'all. I went downtown. I filed for the divorce. I
Right,
paid to submit the forms.
right.
I mean, like, I don't know what else to
Okay.
do at this point, though. Like, y'all telling me get a lawyer, but I don't have no funds for a lawyer. I can't pay for a lawyer right now. If I pay for a lawyer, then my car insurance might not get paid. I might be driving on fumes, won't be able to have no gas in my car. You see, yeah, I do YouTube.
She don't have Miss she doesn't have an attorney either. She's pro se. The paperwork says that. As a matter of fact, let's jump back over here. What page was we on? We on page 6. Page 7, it mentions the name of the children. For the children's current residence, she puts due to domestic violence past orders, I am afraid to write my address. Respondent does doesn't live at the address he put on his paperwork. March 16th, 2025 is how long the children have been at their current address. And then she puts their past address, which was in Jonesboro and Douglasville. She put those addresses on there, but she claims because he is so abusive, she doesn't want the address on there. And it says other adults who the children have lived with, and she says herself and her mother, person's current address, NA, domestic violence. Now I don't know if they told her that she could put that or if she just decided to do that. She probably asked, and they told her if she has a DV complaint that she can state that. She says she's never participated as a party or a witness in any other capacity in any other litigation concerning the custody of or visitation with the minor children in this or any other state. So that she's never had a situation to where she could have lost them. And that says I have information about a proceeding that it could affect this case, including proceedings for enforcement or proceedings relating to uh, family violence, protection orders, terminations, etc. And she listed another case from 2023, which is probably when she called the police on him. Um, and then she puts, I do not know of any other person who is not a party of this case who has physical custody of the children or who claim to have custody of the children. And so it says right here, when she's asking what she's wanting, it says that she should be awarded the following: sole legal custody, reasonable visitation as follows: supervised visitation, petitioner smokes marijuana in his home where children will be visiting. Also, history of DV. New RF is also domestic. I don't know what the RF is for. Um, Child support. The petitioner has an income or is capable of earning sufficient money to support the minor children. According to this, she says the petitioner's monthly gross income is $3,000. Petitioner also sells marijuana and gambles. I'm weak. Girl, no ma'am. Like she is the thing with I just feel like she's unsmart. If he doing this stuff you claim he doing, girl, why you ain't getting no money? You doing everything you can to ruin him, but then expect him to pay you. Why would he give you any of the fruits of this labor? Because it basically proves you to be right, which infringes on his possible freedom. So he won't give you no bread. Dumbhead. Damn, this girl's slow. I'm not asking the court to address this issue in the case, health insurance. So basically, I want to still use the government to get food stamps. I want to still use the government to get health insurance. But I want a sizable amount of his $3,000 that he receives through ill-gotten gains. Do that make sense, you big dummy? No. Other medical expenses. Petitioners should be responsible for all expenses incurred for the medical, dental, and hospital care that is not covered by Medicaid. Well, what you supposed to pay? What you supposed to do, little mama? It's 50-50. She is not asking for alimony. The petitioner and I have already divided our marital property. Y'all don't have no damn property. She is a mess. Let's jump back over here to the other side and watch some more of the video.
man. But you know, YouTube, man,
Hold on.
it's what it is. YouTube is what it is, you know. And I'm grateful for my OD gang. I'm appreciative to everybody that donate to me and everything. Like I'm thankful for you guys. I'm blessed to be able to fall back on a platform like this and have some real solid, authentic subscribers though. Like OD gang, I really appreciate y'all, man. I just need some help trying to get rid of this situation right now, man. So any donation is a good donation, man. I really appreciate anybody that can like come through and help me. Like y'all told me to get an attorney. I can't afford an attorney on my own. But with the help of OD Gang, I could possibly come up with something. And trust me, I will not trick y'all. I will not scam y'all. I will not lie to y'all. I have no problem with picking my
Dr. A says excuses and whining, please. Miss She says she's laying it on thick. It's actually quite sad. Yeah, I mean she kind of really shooting her own self in the foot. And you saying RF means girlfriend? Oh, I guess. Stuff like this, I can see why men just walk away. Yeah, and you can see why men get angry and why they sometimes act like they don't want to do right. But I mean, you don't want to have a baby with the girl. Shit, did nobody tell you to do it? You knew who the girl was. When you broke up with her, you shouldn't have been creeping back over there. And she using every damn thing you done did against you, but you didn't use shit against her. That's how they work. That's why you should have left her the fuck alone. You knew who she was. Shit, for real.
camera up and going into a law firm and document every step of the way. I've been doing it already this far, this long.
What would you say to somebody that hasn't tried therapy before?
Just ask yourself if what you're doing in your life right now.
I'm just real, y'all. This the official me, man. Big shout out to the OD game, man. I really falling on y'all now and leaning on y'all right now. I'm leaning on y'all's shoulder to help me get through this situation and help me, please help me get a lawyer. Get me an attorney, man. Because this just, and I Googled why a case would
Miss Cheeks, that girl don't want them kids to have a daddy. Now, if she could have all his money and she can manipulate him the way that she has been doing, that's what she wants. She want a fool. I'm like Kevin Gates said to that renter girl, you don't want a man, you want a fool. And that he is not. That's what Kevin Gates said, and that's who I guess that's what Keontae is saying.
get bound over. They say this house was bound because of Venus, something Venus, which is meaning they trying to
Keontae, they're saying that your case is bound over to a new county. That means that that county has to be the one who officiates the case. That's all that means. It's going to take more time because instead of one court being involved, now it is two courts. Your court in Fulton and her court in Walton. You got to wait until this case gets to Walton County, get put on the docket down there, and then you will be going to court down there. Once everything is handled in Walton County, it will close out in Fulton County. That's all they're saying. It's going to take more time, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to get your divorce. What you need to do, if I was you, and I wanted it over fast or whatever, I would probably go to Walton County. I would do a publicized divorce because you know the girl don't read the damn newspaper. I would put it in a newspaper and go for what I know. That's what I would do. Now, if her ass find out about that, then you just gonna be waiting, bruh, man.
bound it over to another county where they feel like they can have a fair trial. Like they're trying to say like Fulton County ain't gonna do what they supposed to do, or the Fulton County not gonna rule in her favor. You know, I don't even want them to rule in my favor. I want them to rule in the kids' favor. You know, because they the ones that matter, y'all. This is for them. So if you guys can help me, get me an attorney, whatever you can do.
You are a man that has 4 kids and one on the way. You don't need to be paying no money for an attorney. Quite frankly, you can't afford it. Hell, her ass can't afford you to have an attorney. And I'm going to be honest about that. Basically, F her. If y'all got to stay married for a while, it is what it is. You just need to wait your time out, do it on your own. And this money that you want to put toward an attorney, you need to put it toward your children. Every dime you get, you need to have 30% of your income every month. If you're making $3,000 a month, then $900 a month, you need to split however many ways for your kids. One for the little girl, one for the oldest little boy, and actually, I wouldn't split it 4 ways. I split it 3 ways. One for the little girl, one for Tanea, one for the other kids. Anything you got left, that's yours. And you just wait it out. You can't afford an attorney. And it's nothing wrong with that because you can still get a divorce without one. I get that you don't know what's going on. Our olive branch over here is still offered. If you want to come up and ask people questions and they give you their expertise, I don't have a problem with that. I don't dislike nobody I do commentary on. I don't have a problem helping if I can. And anybody that I know with any type of expertise, divorce or otherwise, if I can get them available to you, I'll make them available for you. And that's real talk. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. Most of the women on this channel, the only thing they want to know is if you take them kids because you're Tanea saying that you're not. I don't know if it's a lie or not, but that's what the girls say. Now I'm on page 12 of the paperwork. Let me make sure y'all hearing me. Okay. On page 12 of the paperwork, there was no information entered. There's no property. There's no investment listings, etc., etc. There's no marital home. On page 13, they do not have any marital debts. Now she says restraining order where violence has occurred, check. She's alleging that there is a history of physical violence by the petitioner towards me, and I am afraid that the petitioner will engage in further acts or harassment towards me unless the court enters a temporary PRO. She put that down here. Now, mind y'all, when she filled out this paperwork, she filled the paperwork out as her maiden name. She didn't even use his name. That is a very big tell in my opinion. She says my former or maiden name is, and it's the same name on the entire case. Our marriage is irretrievably broken. Petitioner has another woman pregnant during our marriage. Well, Tanea, you've been pregnant twice during the marriage, and both times, one time it definitely wasn't Keontae's. The second time, you didn't know. So you really can't be talking about that little mama. Now you say threats and foul words used on his social media. Um, that he has committed this. And she said, for this reason, I'm requesting the grant of a total divorce from the petitioner. That the settlement agreement signed by the parties be incorporated, which there was no settled agreement. That the custody and visitation for the children be ordered in accordance with paragraphs 40 and 41. Let me see if I see a 40 and 41 and see what that said. Oh, that she wanted supervised visitation by him. That's what she said. And that she wants a sizable amount of that $3,000 that she claims he makes with ill-gotten gains. Um, that child support, health insurance, medical expenses, and life insurance for the support of the children be ordered according to what was said before, that the petitioner be ordered to pay alimony for my support. She's asking for alimony from a marriage that has no assets. That's diabolical. Above, she stated that she didn't want any alimony, that our marital property be divided according to paragraph 47, which they don't have any. That's diabolical. That our joint and marital debts be divided, which she said they didn't have any. That the petitioner be temporarily and permanently restrained from harassing me. But yet, Tanea, you the one who calling, you the one who cursed at him, and all the things. So I don't understand what it is that you want him to stop doing. Breathing? Is that your problem? The fact that he done moved on and is not kissing your butt, is that your problem? Cause girl, you really act like you an asset to this man's life. My question is, what do you offer? Because none of these paperwork show anything that you do, show anything that you make, anything that you bring to the table. Nothing. Everything on here is what he does. You don't have no job, you get Medicaid, you get food stamps. So what you gonna split? If he's splitting his paycheck, what you splitting? Because in the state of Georgia, it's half and half. It's based on the income of both. What you? If I was him, I ask for that damn channel back since you ain't doing shit with it. I'd be the big kahuna and take that bitch back. Cause you ain't making a dime with that bitch. Let's see. Okay, so that's the end of the paperwork. Let's go over here and finish this video.
I appreciate anything that you can do. Like I say, man, any donation is a good donation. And it's all for a good cause. It's going to be for my best, man.
Right, Teresa.
It's going to be for me. And it's going to be for my little ones, man, my babies, man. That's who matter the most. That's who is important. At the end of the day, this storyline is about the kids and them kids having their bond and relationship with their father with no interference. All right? With that being said, man, I ain't trying to come to y'all with the alter ego, with the character.
I do too, Michelle. Bubbles seems like she's more mature. Bubbles ain't kissing his butt in a way that he don't deserve. You know what I mean? I like them together. She seems like she's good for him. There are some women that are good for guys, some not so much. Tanea didn't bring anything to the table. She didn't even try to make him be a better man. The first thing that she would have did if she would have made sure that he had a relationship with his other kids. She ain't no better than Peach McIntyre in that respect.
Trying to be funny, make y'all laugh, because this is a serious topic in touch for me, and I really want some type of legal guidance. I need some type of counseling. I need help. I can't do it by myself, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all could help me, I would appreciate it. But you can't understand it too. The world we live.
Tanea deleted all her lives where she was talking trash, and she said because she deleted them, basically it's like they didn't exist. That he's the one who is the problem. He's the problem. He's the person that is harassing her. Like she really thinks that's how it is. She is very stupid.
Living right now is kind of rough. The going is very tough. But you got to stay prayed up, you guys. You got to believe, and you must achieve. Don't sit back. When the going get tough, don't fall. Don't sit down. Just get up. Dust yourself off and keep going, y'all. And that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. You know, a lot of people ain't finna come in here and tell y'all the truth like I just did. And that's just the God honest truth, man. I tell y'all first, man. So can't nobody say it after me. I done said it first. All right? If you guys can help me get me an attorney, man, my CashApp popping up right here. It's probably been popping up throughout the whole video. I just want to get some real and legal advice and guidance and help pertaining to this situation.
Well, I can't give you legal advice, but I can give you some advice. You don't have enough money for an attorney. That is a slippery slope that's going to break you quick. You don't have no money. She don't have no money. Attorney can't get blood from a turnip. So you just need to wait out the time for the divorce. And quite frankly, an attorney can make it even last longer because she can ask for the next 2 years to wait to get an attorney. Or let's say you do go out and buy you an attorney. She can go to the state and say, because I have these open DV claims, I need y'all to pay for me an attorney. And some places in Georgia, they'll do that. So then she has a more quality attorney, and then you screwed again. Don't play that game. You don't have an attorney, and as long as she don't, y'all are equally represented here. Y'all ain't got shit. Take your paycheck. Make sure that your paycheck from Google goes to an account. Take that, your last 6 months of YouTube money, and that is your income. Explain why you don't have a job. Explain your experience with the job, and make all of that a part of the record with this court case. You can submit that as additional information to help the judge make his decision. Now it ain't gonna stop you from paying a certain percent. I think in Georgia, it's 33.3% you have to pay for them 2 children. So when you show what you making from Google, that's what you're gonna pay a part of, and that's that on that. As long as you're not working, that's really all she can pull from. Y'all didn't even have no assets, and she brought nothing to the table. They ain't gonna make you pay spousal support, especially because you can prove she cheated. Y'all both cheaters. I mean, so the marriage is broken. Okay, fine. Boom, dead the marriage. Pay your child support, and in 90 days y'all will be done. You just waiting for the court date. That's pretty much gonna be it. When it comes to custody, you can ask for a copy. They're probably not going to give it to you because of the DV claims. If you know that you did not put your hands on her, you need to get somebody to vouch for you. And all of that needs to be a part of the record with this case.
So ready to get to the next chapter of my life. I can't wait for this storyline to change up and move on to another chapter or paragraph in my book. I think I should get with a producer, a production, or somebody to help me write a book or come up with a documentary, or just, I just want to talk about everything that I've been going through from A to Z, from 1 to 3. Like, I just want to put it all on
What
TV.
job she got,
Right?
Mocha?
With that being said, OD Gang, man, I really appreciate and value everybody that's been subscribed to the channel. We recently just hit 25,000 subscribers, as you guys can see, and I really appreciate you guys for everybody that's been supporting me and tuning in and watching my videos. With that being said, you guys, I don't want to hold up too long. I done said enough as it is, man. And I really do appreciate anybody that do and will and can help me with this situation and help donate to me getting attorney. With that being said, see you guys in the next video, and I can't wait to read all of you guys' beautiful comments. Catch you guys in the next video.
That's the only thing I know, nigga. It's state the facts and tell the truth. They gon' try.
His little music doing good too. He need to find a way to sell his music on iTunes and try to make a little change there. Ass like it's a mess, girl. We understand you are bothered. You do not want to lose him, but he gone. Making it bitter and hard for him is not gonna help.
pretty faces, so I got trouble trusting. But I let my guard